second week of bear season. Last week was our first time in, and it was a pretty horseshit week. We dealt with a lot of the choke cherries and things like that. We're starting to ripen, and it really took the bears off the bait. There's a lot of bear out in the cornfields, and then the acorns started dropping last weekend. And once that natural food starts dropping, they're just so hardwired to eat that. There's just nothing you're gonna do to get them off of it. We've tried a lot of different things, and there's just nothing that they really seem to care for right now. Our best bait here, we checked it last week, and it hadn't been hit in like 8 days. Our other bait had been, I think we had 6 bear on that bait the week leading into season, but nothing was really eating on the barrel. You know, they knocked the barrel over, and then they were in there for probably 20 minutes, maybe half hour, and just laying by the barrel, sleeping, doing whatever. So they're still coming into the scent. They're still curious, but they're just not very hungry. Some of the cornfields are starting to get chopped now, starting for silage. So I'm hoping it'll push them out of the corn. And then, you know, if I was hoping that the acorns would be done dropping early. I thought with this severe drought that the acorn crop wouldn't be as heavy as it is. But I talked to a guy last night who sat on his bait, and all he saw was skunks, and he said that it sounded like it was hailing in the woods the whole time. It was just constantly acorns falling. So I don't have high hopes for this weekend, but we're gonna check some baits, get some new stuff put out there, get some fresh scent put out, and we'll probably end up sitting a night if we do have a hit. And just figured we'd do an update because we didn't do one last week anyways, and we had such a ramp up season. We thought it was gonna be so damn good, and then, like I said, as soon as this natural food starts falling, there's not a damn thing you're going to be able to do to get them off of that. You get lucky. There's still people killing bear, but it's really sporadic. It's few and far between. You know, you got to put your time into the stand, and hopefully something will just randomly wander by. But this is basically the last weekend that about 90% of the people are going to be out here hunting. And that's mainly because next weekend is the opener of the archery season for deer. It's the grouse opener. I'm sure there's some waterfall shit or something. I'm not a bird hunter, so I don't know what the hell opens up next weekend for them, but there's just a lot of stuff opening then. So everybody's going to be focusing on that. And like I said, this is probably the last weekend that people will be out for bear, so the competition should dwindle down a little bit here. I know there's 4 people baiting right around me here. I bet there's 6 baits within a square mile, so we're definitely feeding the population out here if they were hungry. But we'll just keep waiting, and we'll run in and check the baits and pull the cards and see what we got. It's a beautiful morning out here. I like coming out in the morning. Usually I wait till a little bit later. Some of the dew gets off the grass, and then I don't have to deal with having wet boots the whole time. But the wasps have been absolutely insane last couple weeks. So I got stung twice the other weekend, and it sucks. So they're cold-blooded. So now that it's cooler out this morning, there ain't gonna be as many out, and we're gonna be able to get in and bait and do what we want to do instead of sitting there fighting them cocksuckers the whole time. So we'll get some bait thrown out, and hopefully we got something. Well, doesn't look like the barrels have been hit. They haven't been knocked over anyway, so all we can do now is just put some bait in it, pull the cards, and see if something's been coming in. See if they just haven't been eating much, or if anything came in at all. But really hoping this is going to be hit this time, but oh well. The next bait. The bait we just came from here wasn't hit. I don't think I got the cards with me, but it's in a big oak grove up on the ridge, and I was kind of hoping if the bears were out there eating acorns that they would find that one and kind of wander in there, but it just doesn't look too promising. This other bait we're going to is a more swampy area. There isn't really much for oaks there. There's a lot of popple, a lot of things like that, and it seems like there's a lot more berries and things available for them in there. We'll see. Every bit of bear shit that we've been finding still is full of chokecherry pits, and you know, acorns might be dropping, which might have got them on the move, but it still looks like chokecherries and other mass crops are kind of their preferred food right now. So we'll see what this next bait's got to offer. Well, this bear looks like it's been hit a little bit anyways. Doesn't look like a whole lot's been eaten, but tipped it over and spilled out a lot of nuts, and well, it's a good sign anyways. Check the camera. The camera here sucks ass, so we didn't get a whole lot of pictures last time, but last time we hunted we sat up in there and didn't see nothing. Saw some skunks, but when I was driving in here, there's a bunch of bee boxes and shit getting set up, so I don't know if that's gonna help me or hurt me, but we'll get this rebaited and check the cards. All right, we just got done checking that last bait. I don't know if it was hit. I pulled the card. The one camera I haven't checked in probably 2 weeks, so if that one was set on video mode, so if there's any bear coming in, we might have some cool video of it anyways. But the barrel was knocked over, so I assumed something was in there, but I only put 2 pails of bait on there, and that's probably only 2 pails of bait that I've put out there in the last 2 weeks, which is absolutely crazy because they were eating, you know, 9 pails a week before that. So buckets. The guy from Menards is gonna watch this and he's gonna be fucking pissed. If you don't know what I'm talking about, watch the first video. But yeah, we're gonna head home, check the cards, and see if something's been coming in there anyways. Like I said, I don't really care if it's a big one or not. I hope it's a small one. Small ones are pretty fucking stupid, and you know, they'll just kind of amble in whenever. They don't really give a shit about much, and you know, long as they're not on high alert, which they usually aren't, they're a lot easier to kill. I've shot shot a lot of bears under 150 pounds, and I've only shot maybe a handful of bear that are, you know, over that 200-pound mark. So I just want a successful season, and I'm not all that picky. I just want to shoot something. But yeah, hopefully that card turned out good. All right, we just looked at the cards. It looks like we got a couple bear that came in that first week. We got one big boar picture right before season. Then we got some video of a pretty good boar, short but really fat. I think he'll weigh pretty decent, but he was in there just one night, and he was in there for about a half hour, so got a bunch of good video of him. And then the first night we hunted that bait, a bear came in at 9:30. I got a blurry picture. That's an hour after shooting light. And then we hunted the 5th, I believe, which is Sunday, and we had another bear come in. It was a big sow and a cub, and she came in at 9:30 again. So a lot of nighttime stuff, nothing in the daylight yet. I don't know if we'll hunt, but maybe give it a try.